Hi, I'm talking with Otha Linton, who is the former executive director of the International Society of Radiography, and prior to that was a member of the American College of Radiography for many, many years before he retired and became the executive director of the ISR. And Otha, welcome, and glad to see you. We've known each other for a number of years. How have you seen RSNA change over the years?
The RSNA originally used to be only in hotel rooms, and particularly here in Chicago, in the Palmer House. And they began to grow so big that you could barely even get into an elevator or an escalator or anything like that. And so back in 1975, they first decided to have their meeting here in McCormick Place. There was only one room in McCormick Place at the time, but not only them, but others began to grow and grow and grow. And now, as you know, there are 5 different huge side rooms here. And this meeting every fall is one of the very biggest ones that Chicago sees anywhere, and one that this organization features as long as almost anybody else. We've been used to have a sort of a saying that some of the big equipment companies had such huge exhibits that they had to have their own zip code so you could find them. And maybe that's still the case there. But just to look around at the RSNA, to realize that it is the largest medical meeting in the world, by far the largest radiology meeting anywhere in the total world, and that it is gradually contributing many, many more things. Education of young people in its R&D program, the shipping of radiologists over to other parts of the world, and of course several thousand people from other countries who normally come here just about every year. And like you, John, I see many of them that I had seen in Europe or Asia or somewhere, and all I have to do is try hard to remember their names. But they remember us, and they're very pleased to be part of the United States and so forth. Now, one of the things, of course, that's been very, very good about Carestream is that this has been a dimension that you folks took up from the first time you were switched over. And as I look at it now, your growth is incredible. Must mean you're doing pretty good.
Pretty good.
Okay, that's good. And, you know, one of the things, of course, that has been a dilemma here has been the matter of digital imaging. But in many parts of the world where you are distributing, that does not yet happen. And so I'm glad that there's continuation of all that around and about, and that you're also expanding things for the new technological products.
Picking up on that point, you're, to say the least, an industry veteran. You've been around for many, many years. Mm-hmm. What do you see as the most pressing issue in radiology these days, or issues in radiology these days?
Radiology, of course, has grown very, very sophisticated technologically. And you know, there are some radiology groups in the United States who have an electronic deal to send images at night to Britain or Australia or India or so forth, and get responses back, and save all of these things without printing films and copy them. And so more and more and more, the ability of medical imaging is increasingly valuable all along. And I'm very proud of you guys that you've been able to continue helping move things forward. And I hope that that was something that you can continue just as strong and vigorously for the rest of your generation, John, and other things after that. Because one of the things about radiology from the beginning, way back, just a little bit after Röntgen had discovered X-rays in 1895, is the strength and support of the companies who were able to help the doctors who wanted to take up radiology. And that's a part of the tribute that I was always incredibly proud about, delighted to be able to know you folks, to work with you, and recognize your enthusiasm to make things go better too. So we've been grateful for that relationship. Both the RSNA, the American College of Radiology, the International Society of Radiology, and I think it's going to go on. So I'm so delighted that I could find you folks this morning and even say hi to all the people we're talking to here. Next question.
Thank you, Otha.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Well, glad I could be here.